A young man suddenly sat down next to an old man. The young man asked, "Do you remember me?" The old man didn't remember, but the young man told him that he was his former student. The teacher asked, "What are you doing now? What profession are you in?" The young man replied, "Well, I have become a teacher." "Ah, that's good. Just like me?" asked the old man. "Yes, in fact, I became a teacher because of the inspiration you provided me," the young man replied. The old man was curious and asked the young man what incident made him want to become a teacher. The young man then told him a story. "One day, my good friend, who was also your student, brought a beautiful new pen to school. I envied it and really wanted it, so when he wasn't looking, I stole it. Shortly after, my friend realized his pen was missing and immediately reported it to you. You then told the whole class. Today after class, someone stole this student's pen. Whoever took it, please return it." I didn't return it, because I really wanted that pen. You opened the door and asked us all to stand up and go outside. You said you would search our desks one by one until you found the pen. You made sure nobody went back inside because you only searched it when everyone was out. So we did as told. You searched the classroom and quickly found the pen at my desk and took it. You continued searching everyone's desks, and after finishing you said, "Come back in, I found the pen." You didn't reveal me at that moment, nor did you ever mention the incident again. You never said who stole the pen. That day, you protected my fragile dignity forever. It was the most shameful day of my life, but it was also the day I decided to stop being a thief and change my ways. You didn't say anything, didn't scold me or pull me aside to lecture me on morals. I clearly received your message, and thanks to you, I understood what a true educator needs to do. Do you remember this event, Professor? The old professor replied, "Yes. I remember the stolen pen incident. I searched every desk, but I didn't remember you because I didn't know whose desk it was while searching. That's the essence of education, not for punishment, but to help students understand their mistakes. There was a poor boy who made a living by going door to door selling handmade items and paying for his education. One day he was extremely hungry and even walking a few steps was very difficult. He decided to ask for food at a house. When he knocked on the door and saw a beautiful young girl open it, he was stunned, thinking she looked like an angel. Despite his hunger, he hesitated and asked the girl for a glass of water. The young girl could see his hunger through his tired eyes. She went inside the house and came out with a big glass of milk and bread, which he slowly ate with a look of surprise on his face. He then asked, "How much should I pay you for this?" The girl replied, "I don't charge for kindness." A radiant smile appeared on the boy's face, grateful from the bottom of his heart to the girl. He left the house, taking one last deep look at the girl before leaving. Many years passed, and the young girl fell ill with a rare and complex neurological disease. Even renowned doctors found it difficult to treat her worsening condition. She was eventually taken to a large hospital for treatment, and Dr. Kevin, a famous specialist, was called to examine her. Upon entering her room, Dr. Kevin immediately recognized who the woman was. He spent a considerable amount of time and effort, using all his knowledge to fight the disease until he finally defeated it, leading to the woman's complete recovery. Everyone praised the doctor, and the woman was very worried about the hospital bill as she couldn't afford it. Dr. Kevin instructed the hospital to send the bill to him as he would cover his consultation fees. When the woman received the hospital bill, she opened it with much fear, unsure of how much she would be charged. To her tearful and happy surprise, she found that the bill had been waived. The old man felt that his days were numbered. He held his wife's hand and said, "I want to tell you a secret that has been weighing on my heart, tormenting me and keeping me awake at night, causing my conscience to condemn me." His wife smiled and asked, "Are you talking about Jenny?" The old man looked at his wife in astonishment, the woman who had been by his side for decades, and asked, "How did you know? When did you find out?" His wife continued to smile and said, "I found out over 20 years ago, when I was cleaning the table and saw that letter." The old man slapped his forehead and asked, "Do you hate me for it?" His wife looked at him quietly for a moment and then replied, "If you really want to know the truth, then I'll tell you. I don't hate her, and I don't hate you either. Now, apart from that name, I don't remember the content of that letter at all. But I remember every detail of our love. The way you clumsily made me red sugar-ginger tea when I had cramps, the way you waited for me in the rain even when you were already soaked, the way you didn't buy your favorite chocolate after you lost your teeth. These are the things I still remember." The old woman continued to reminisce, unaware that the old man had already passed away, but a happy and relieved smile appeared on his face. The love and understanding between them had surpassed the contents of a letter, becoming the most precious memory in their lives. A white woman arrived at her train carriage for the day, and it was already full of people. As soon as she reached her seat, she began calling for the train attendant, stating that she couldn't sit in that seat and requested a different one. The woman said, "I can't sit here." With a disgusted look on her face, she continued, looking at the black person sitting next to the seat. "I can't sit next to a black person." The train attendant listened to her complaint and said, "Ma'am, let me see if I can find another seat for you. In the meantime, please sit here." After some time, the train attendant returned and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, there are no available seats in the other carriages, but I will check if there is a vacant seat in first class." She then walked towards the carriage of the train conductor, and after a while, she returned to the white woman's seat, saying, "The conductor confirmed that there is a vacant seat in first class." She continued, "According to our company policy, we cannot directly upgrade someone from second class to first class. However, forcing someone to sit next to another person they are not comfortable with is not right, and the conductor agrees to facilitate the switch." Before the white woman could respond, the flight attendant gestured to the black man sitting next to her, saying, "Sir, if you are willing to gather your personal belongings, we would like to move you to a comfortable seat in first class because the conductor does not want you to have a negative experience sitting next to an unpleasant person." Nearby passengers started applauding, and some even stood up to applaud. This serves as a lesson, reminding everyone to respect others and not discriminate against others based on race. The little boy loved playing under a tall pear tree. He would climb up to pick and eat the fruits and sleep under its shade. He loved the big tree, and the big tree loved playing with him. As the boy grew older, he stopped playing around the tree. One day, the boy came to the tree, looking sad. "Come play with me," the tree said to the boy. "I'm too old now. I can't play with you anymore." The boy replied, "I want a bike, but I don't have enough money." "I'm sorry. I don't have money either, but you can pick all my fruits and sell them. Then you'll have money." The boy was thrilled and picked all the pears, happily heading to the bike shop. He didn't come back for a long time, and the tree was very sad. Suddenly, the grown-up boy came back to the tree. The tree was excited. "Come play with me," the tree said. "I don't have time. I need to help my family. We need a house. Can you help?" "I'm sorry, I don't have a house. But you can cut down all my branches and build a house." So the boy cut down all the branches, and the tree was happy seeing the boy's joy. But the boy didn't come back again, and the tree once again felt lonely and sad. One summer, the boy returned, and the tree became happy again. "Come, child, come play with me," the tree said happily. "I'm feeling old. I want to sail on the sea for relaxation. Can you give me a boat? Use my trunk to build your boat, and you can sail happily." So the boy cut down her trunk, built a boat, and sailed away. Many years passed, and the boy returned to the pear tree. "I'm sorry, child. I have nothing to give you. No more pears," the tree said. "I've lost my teeth. I can't eat pears anymore," the boy said. "I have no more trunk for you to climb on," the tree said. "I'm too old. I have no strength to climb trees anymore," the boy said. "I have nothing left to give except my dying roots," the tree said tearfully. "I don't want anything, just a place to rest after all these years. I feel tired," the boy said, leaning on the tree stump. "All right, my old root is the best resting place." The boy sat down, and the tree smiled happily. "This tree is our parents. They selflessly give to us until they can give no more. We should cherish them, respect them, and not wait until it's too late to regret them. May we all be like this boy, giving our parents sincere companionship and love as they grow